Well, we have video. That's a start. Oh, I forgot to check. Video broadcast isn't even fucking running. Bring the music down. Okay. I don't really need NVIDIA broadcast on the mic right now because I'm not running my booth. But we should probably test it out since it's new version. Okay, it's set to NVIDIA broadcast. Oh, is that keeping my mic level down? It's a little... It's doing something. It's a little lower. Make sure the video works. It's moving. Go over here. I think it's... Is it zoomed in more than normal? Or not? Oh, wait, it's not in this scene. Can't see it in this scene. I think that's about how it's zoomed normally. I don't think that changed. Let's go, there we go. None of this works. Perfect. I know I should have checked this before I started. We're looking for camera 1. Go to work table. Then we do this. Whoa, it's there, it's there, but it's like way zoomed in. Okay, now back up to here. Okay. We're part of the way there. Now, come back to here. Boom. Okay, we're back. It's following me. It's looking normal. My toes are hitting stuff. Oh, I need to bring up my dashboard. Maybe? Wasn't sure if Twitch was going to load there. Stream Manager. All right. Let's get to work. I don't have a clue how. Why is this? Oh, that's my my mic. Well, this does still kind of exist. It's super thick. How did we make this color? Is the question. Because we need to make it again. Get rid of the screws. Don't need those anymore. Don't need the sticky tack. Oh yeah, I got some new brushes to try for this weathering stuff. I'm hoping this one might be better at getting some wider coverage. Because I was using this one, I think. So that could be kind of fun. Oh yeah, I forgot I bumped my camera. Zoom in a little. Okay. Let's figure out what was in this. Black along the bottom. I kind of think I mixed the golden brown's too yellow. Some blue black. Because it doesn't have to be perfect, but we want it to be similar. Well, that is not mixed at all, but that's not even close to that color. Okay. Oh, I think didn't I buy some brown black? I think I did. I randomly buy paint here and there, so I don't even know. There's coal black. Brown black, yeah. That might fix it. This will be fresh. Oh, wow, that is way darker than I thought it would be, actually. Definitely needs more red in it. So let's put a little of the little of the Ninjon warm brown in there. And then I need, yeah, this will work. This might get it close. We can get that and then add some of the dark. That may get us there. That might flatten it out too much. That's pretty good. It's a little bit desaturated. Let's get a little of this in here again. I'm gonna need so much noosh to like even this out now. It's kind of way too much paint, I think. I think it'll be close enough. It's not really quite there and in the darkness. It's not as deep. Maybe a little blue-black? No. Let's try, just for the hell of it, we'll try just a dab of green-black. That might have helped a tiny bit. I think we're just going to run with this, though. God, that's way more rich. I don't know how it's so much more rich. But we'll see. It's not going to match perfect. If I really wanted to waste time, I could go through my old VOD, and if the old VOD's even still up, it's been a while. Oh, it'd be on YouTube, though, I guess. Okay. Get that much paint, we need quite a bit of noosh. We need just a little dab of water. Let's go, because I had so much paint, let's go with even more. Because I started with quite a lot of paint trying to get that color. This is kind of what I remember, because it lightens up with all the noosh mixed in. I don't know if a tiny bit of burnt sienna. It might brighten it up too much. But it'd give it more richness. I think we're just gonna go with that and see what happens. Okay. So we're using this. I also need to disconnect it here. And we're just looking for a light wash on this stuff. I might want to wash these. Uh-oh. They may have glued themselves in with the paint. Or do they come down? Oh, they do come down. Okay.
Hello?
Wash these separate. Hello? Hey, Corbin. Mixing up the new noosh. It's not quite as rich. It looked closer before the mix the noosh in. It's darker. Why is my multi-chat not working? Oh yeah, I saw you're playing Funnel Runners. Oh, multi-chat does work. It just doesn't show the redeems. Ew. Okay. Well, anyway. Hopefully this color will be close enough. Yeah. This can be kind of, I don't want it as heavy as the legs, but kind of close. Should I glove up? I guess I can kind of hold it in the middle. I think of the best way to hold it without getting shit all over myself. Let's do a little. I haven't mixed this stuff up in a while, so let's do a little test on a spoon just to see. Okay. There, and then dry it off. Of course, it's not going to stick inside the spoon very well because it's straight on plastic. But that is doing things. Okay, I think we're good. I just want to, might thin it just a little bit more because I do want this to go on pretty light. Be easy to come off. Start on his butt maybe. Remember to do strokes in the direction you think stuff would happen. Wipe that fairly clean there. Might be a little more than I'm wanting. But we can go in with a wetter brush and that should take some of it out. Oh, that's kind of cool. With that shape of brush, I can either do wide strokes like that, or if I want some thinner ones, I can turn it on its edge and get some thin striping in there. That'd be good for the, oops, more kind of like rusty streaks and stuff. Can always put more on. I'm going to try to go somewhat light to start with. I think that should work. Similar, a little bit lighter, I think. Ew. I cleaned my airbrush. that's going to be a harsh edge there. There we go. Whoa! Blowing it out in a spider there for a second. Blow from the top down. That make more sense, right? That bottom will wipe. Yeah, it's looking all right. I really want to clean that airbrush needle, but that's not what we're doing right now. Don't need it right now. Didn't even have much jank to start the stream, surprisingly. I feel like that one didn't do much. I'm just going to leave it, I think, for now. And we'll move on. Can always add more. Can always add more. Can I just keep telling myself that. Can always add more. These are so close together. I just do the whole front all at the same time. Kind of fold those in out of the way. I think that'll work nice. Getting some spots where it's like maybe not quite sticking. I wonder if I have a little too much water in here. It sticks after a brush again, but it's just making some weird spots. Okay. not touch it in the middle. Start from the top and go to the bottom. Also, I need to get more of this wiped off before I leave it too long and forget it. I am liking this brush for this so far, though. Is it a flat round? I don't know what they're called. A little more on that. I think I kind of missed the gooch. Takes a while to get this wiped away how you kind of want. Can have more. That's kind of inside. There might be kind of more collected in there because it's not going to get cleaned as easily. I wonder if the top should be kind of speckly a little bit because it's going to sit there, not run off so easy. Just do some, I just probably never see this, but just do a little tiny bit, a little speckly speckles. All right, one more piece. Suck a bunch of that out of there. Not sure what to do with these magazines. I feel like they shouldn't match the dirt level exactly. Also, depending on how far we get on this, I don't know. Or if we get bored of it, I may do some 3D scanning. I have a Miata part I want to 3D scan. working on getting a model built to run CFD on. I think that needs to be cleaned off just a little bit more. That looks better. Get rid of that spot. Yeah, it's tinting it anyway. So there we go. The waist is done already. Looks all right. Looks all right. Set that over there. Now the mags. The mags sit like this, but they also sit like that in the gun. But the gun moves all around, so they wouldn't really streak a certain way. But if they are just sitting in it, they are going to streak down. I don't know if it should be lighter or heavier. Maybe just a real light pass. It's going to look about the same, though, even if I just do that. Just put it on super thin and see, I guess. Make sure to get it in these slices here. Splash water all over the keyboard. That's great. Give it a pretty good wash off. Then dry the brush out and soak some more of that up. Dry the brush off. Suck some more of that up. It may just come out too light. I don't know. It's going to be a very slight filter. It'll work. It's fine. It's fine. Don't need to pay too much attention to that detail really anyway. Let's do another one. Working the cracks there. Super wet, wipe it down. Dry off, soak up some, dry off. Soak up some more. What should my next project be? I think I don't want it to be Gunpla. We do need to finish the car. Need to finish the car. Oh, I forgot to clean off the back of this one. I feel like this. That's definitely wider. It's like none of it even stuck to that one. I have to do another coat on that one. It's like it didn't do anything. I think the brush was too wet on my first wiping. There, that's a little better. Much closer. Okay. Let those sit over there. What do we do now? Just go into the torso, maybe? Should I do it with the backpack off? Probably, so I can cover all the area. I don't know if I have a really good. I can hold it like that, I guess. I don't know that I really have a good way to hold this one. Maybe go like that. Hold it out on the end. Oh, it kind of does. Moves a little bit, but that should work. The back looks the easiest, so let's start out with that. Um, hmm, Not exactly sure how to. I'll just do it. I'm not exactly sure how to accomplish this with the whole big top side and everything. I don't want to do too much of it at once because it'll start drying somewhat, and then won't be able to thin it down as much as I want. Because this high up, I just want it to be less of a. I want it to be more of a filter and less of a weathering effect. Scoop a bunch of that off of there. Seems like it's going to be a pretty quiet evening, which is fine. I'm just glad to get some of this done. feathering these edges because I don't want them to look like water spots before I get moved on to the next bit. Dab that in there, soak up some of that extra. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. Not too dirty. Lighter effect than lower down, which is good. Move on to the side. It's kind of also somewhat doing the front. I don't know how good of an idea that is, but it's the direction we're going. It's also going to go that way. It would make sense for this to run more forward and back. Actually, more forward than anything, this top surface. Because the way your body moves, you're more likely to be bent forward than anything else. So I think I'll just pull all this forward. It's on the top. Ooh, I don't know why this song immediately made me want to play Russian Fishing 4. Oh, there's maybe some menu music in that that's similar to this. Still enjoying the weathering process. Get a little bit more out of that. Going to be interested to see if NVIDIA Broadcast will just work with this newer version or if it'll Usually works while it's running, but it's between streams and stuff that's the problem. Always crashes, locks up, does some weird stupid shit. Always have to restart it. A deck of many colors should be here soon, too. Well, I don't know about soon. Maybe next month. That'd be fun to use to help um, come up with color schemes for things. This stuff sure is easy to use. It makes it look like I know what I'm doing. Little hair. All right. Just a little for the front. Easy now. There we go. I actually didn't paint that correct in the gap, but it's adding kind of adding a shadow to it that makes it look more realistic with the Canado. How I accidentally painted that wrong. Well, I didn't paint it wrong. I just didn't get covered in there. The shadow actually kind of works with the weathering. Oopsies into features, yep. Cover up some of the oopsies, and then also some of them just kind of help it look a little bit more natural. Still need a bunch of this wiped off. Yeah, it's always a good time. Get some painting done. Oh, do you? Oh, that reminds me. I did like uh I forget what you call it. It was on one of the is my mini factory maybe, and I did a subscription. It's only like $1 a month or something, but I did this subscription just to get the welcome pack with all the stuff. And that was that one like mage lady that I painted, and the Viking looking dude that I painted. Um, and I got another thing printed out over there. Those were all included in that. And I thought I had canceled that like right after I did it. And then I saw this charge and was like, what the hell is this like $1 charge for? And then figured out it's from that site. So I, in fact, did not cancel it. And I was in the middle of something when I found it out. So I still haven't canceled it. But at least it's only, yeah, at least it's only $1 a month. So it's not that big a deal. But I do need to go cancel it. Get more of this cleaned up. Also, I saw an announcement today that Gallery Paints are getting ready to put out they call it Omni Paint, saying it's multi-purpose as you can brush or thin it to airbrush. So, of course, my first thought is, so it's your normal paint, just thicker. And then you sell it as it has more uses. But sure, whatever. Oh yeah, I had some scribing in this edge. Well, it's wet right now, so the light's reflecting. It's hard to see, but there's a scratch from the scribing that comes up, and that actually works with the weathering as well. All right, I think that's done. Probably need a little bit up in here. Almost did buy some of the paint. Yeah, if they made it brush onable, I would definitely consider using it. I'm heavy into the Pro Acryl right now, though. I'm loving the Pro Acryl for brush paint. It's dirtied up in here. I don't know how much of that you actually see, but all right, there we go. Chest is done. Backpack time. You could buy one. Oh, one specific color, yeah. Let's get the thrusters out of the way, I think. For this, just do this whole thing in one go. Down in there, the cracks. Yeah, I'm glad I bought this brush. I just happened to see it in the gaming store and thought it might work for this exact purpose, and it's the shape of it's great for this. Go down with gravity. This might be awkward with all these deep cavities and stuff on this piece. Didn't go so well? Uh-oh. Brush full down and clean it since Yeah, maybe. That's when I blow dried this one piece here. I just needed the air, but I pulled back on the needle just to see, and it didn't move very well. So I must have not got it perfectly clean last time I used it. Soak that up. Oh, I got to see. You can't really see it. You can kind of see it in the camera. It moved down. Uh, since I like really streamed last, I got to take my kids to see Weird Al on tour. It was a great show. It was awesome. It was quite the spectacle. He went like all out on this tour. Kind of fucked that up by touching it. Re-wet it, blend it a little. Also have a new. I might have said that during one of my races, but I have a new personal best lap time from the last track day I did. So that was cool. Got my personal best down basically entire, pretty much almost exactly an entire second, which is cool. A little leftover residual on these thrusters, I think. Hold on to this yet. Yeah, it'd probably be okay. Okay. Where did I see? Oh, there's a puddle underneath. That's where I saw that. So all the puddles, all the pools, I think so. This side's a little bit dirtier than the other side for some reason. Not exactly sure why. Pull a little bit of that off. I think the rest of it might be pretty well set in there. Yeah, it's slightly darker. But that's all right. All right, backpack done. Damn, look at us go. Take the shield off the arm. There we go. Almost hard to get in there. Should I take this apart into this in sections? Yeah, probably. I think I'll at least do the shoulder separate. Will this fit in here? Oh, it's just a little bit too, it's just a tiny bit too small. That stinks. I guess I could hold on to the hand and not do the hand yet. Let's just do that right now. And bend this so I can see the elbow bit. Try to do it nice and thin. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything that's any other pieces that are like the right size to go in there. I can even kind of do this separate from the forearm, which is cool. Get more of it off. Really wet it down. There we go. Now we get the moisture out and take most of that off. It definitely seems the best way to do this if you want a light coat. Put it on thin. If you want it more of like a filter, put it on thin, heavily wet the brush, or just dip the brush in water and don't shake it off. Heavily wet down the whole thing, then dry the brush off and go back. Kind of almost did too much on the elbow. I feel like it didn't stick to the elbow at all. Get some of it back in there, just a tiny bit on the brush. Okay. Forearm. Should it all just run down towards the hand? And if it's standing around not being in use, that's how it's gonna, the water and dust and shit's gonna flow, right? Makes sense in my head. Maybe I should have done the shoulder first. Then I could have stuck this in with the shoulder and held it by the shoulder. That probably would have been the smart thing to do. Oh, yeah. Touch the upper arm there. Had a spot. Guess it needs to be on the front of this too, huh? Kind of neglecting that front edge. Yeah, it's looking all right. We need to get more of it off this side. And that side. Wondering if the speed of the brush makes any difference. Give it a little bit more time to soak shit up. And also not fling it off the tip when it goes over certain surfaces. I think that's looking good. As I continue to fuck with it. All right, let's get this shoulder done. Maybe I'll get to printing that Samurai Jack statue. Maybe that's what I can do next. I kind of thought about doing that next. Bit of a palette cleanser. It's a fairly simple model. Definitely needs some inside the shoulder. Otherwise, that's going to look weird. Don't really need it on this surface because it touches the other side of the arm, but you know, whatever. Just in case. Getting all these little fuzzies in my water. Don't know where they're coming from. Fuzzy wuzzy water. No idea where they're coming from. Oh, this paper towel has been sitting here for forever. Maybe it's something from that. I think I'll definitely do the shoulder first on the other arm. But we really just have the other arm, the head, and the shield. I guess the guns too. There's really not that much left, at least for the dirt. I'd like to go back in and try to do some rust and oil streaks. But those won't be full coverage. Those will be just, pick little spots here and there. So that will go much faster. And then if I really want to go the extra mile, I need to go back in and just touch up some spots for highlights. And then we're done, I think. Probably do another flat clear on it just to seal everything in. But I think at that point we're basically done. I got a new vehicle since I streamed last too. Had a lot happen. My car was destroyed by hail. So all that finally went through insurance and all that stuff, and ended up getting a Chevy Colorado. So I can tow my car to the track, trailer my car to the track, I should say. Yeah, and mine was destroyed. Massive hailstorm, golf ball size hail, aluminum hood. You do the math. Should I compare to dinging up the hood and doors? Yeah. Yeah, I was, as bad as the storm I drove through was, a lot of people were surprised that the glass didn't break on mine. Or at least crack or something. But it didn't. Too much on this bottom edge. There we go. That's better. We're going to have... I didn't realize I got some on this hand. I'm going to have water spots on this hand. A little bit. And it'll blend in some, but... Okay, let's do the other arm. And we're going to do the shoulder first. Yeah, this is very cyberpunky. I like this one. Speaking of the music, did you hear Suno got hacked? Yep, Suno got hacked by the like I will pwn you or something hacking group. You will be pwned, I will pwn you. Something like that. I forget exactly what it's called. I would assume these guys would have been a hacking group since like the early 2000s, with just the fact that they have pwn in their name. I assume they've been around for forever. Yeah, exactly. And also something about some open AI thing went rogue and hacked some shit. That one I didn't really I just heard some like rumors about it. I didn't actually like read up on what happened, but I think the main point was that it went and did shit it wasn't supposed to do. But like it has, if you have it like uh where it's installed in plugins and shit in software you use on your computer, it can run. It's like a security risk because that it can run code and shit on your computer that it's not supposed to be running. So I didn't know too much about all the agentic tasks and stuff that those bigger ones do because I played around with like local models and they aren't nearly that smart or robust. They just, have a chat with them and do simple things, but those big ones you can just be like, write me a program that does this, and they have plugins in programming software that lets it write and test and run scripts and all this shit, and the Apparently it is running things in code that it shouldn't be running. You be careful with this. Get some of this wiped off. I feel like I was getting a little lost in the sauce and losing the plot here. Keep this light. Need to get a bunch of this soaked up off of here. It's kind of a color filter at this point. We're at the top of the model. Teeny tiny tap. We're not being Bob Ross right now. We're not going to make some big, thick, crazy tree in the middle of our painting. Not right now. Ooh, there's a puddle. A puddle, a pool. I feel like it should be more called a pool than a puddle. Pool of liquid. For some reason in my head, it has the difference has something to do with gravity. Like if it's hanging on to the side of a thing, I feel like it should be a pool and not a puddle. I don't know. I think we are good. This one a little bit lightened up. Over on this side here. Soak that up. Okay. Shoulder done. Can I? Oh, but I can't because it's going to cover that. I can't do it that way. Well, whatever. That's fine. We'll just do like we did last time. We need some stretch time. We need some hydrations in here. I really need to stretch my hand out after pinch gripping that thing for so long. Ooh, my wrist popped. All right. when you're the only one around. Yeah. What time is it anyway? Dang, I've been live almost 2 hours already. That's been going quick. Oh yeah, we need to bend this so we can get full access to the elbow bit. I didn't really do the metal part, I'm realizing. Yeah, we'll hit it when I do kind of an oil pass, I think, if I remember. Okay. Almost there. Get the head done, then the whole body will be done. Also got back into SnowRunner for a while, since I've been not streaming. That's been fun. I would say I'm still into it, but I've actually hardly been able, the last like 2 weeks, I haven't hardly been able to even be on my computer, so I guess I'm technically still doing it. Playing Power World 1.0 has been fun. Yeah, it does. They kind of go hand in hand. Then, like yesterday, I can on to do my race. Can't do any of that other stuff though. But hey, we won a race, so that was worth it, right? Wash this down again real good. And take this off, and the upper part should be done. Hopping on Helldivers to get credit for super. Yeah. Yeah, I do see you on Helldivers every once in a while. I don't know what it was. That game just never pulled me in. Well, and also Sony had that whole stupid thing with it right after launch. And I told myself I wouldn't play again after that. And I didn't. But I don't know. I'm sure it's probably way better now. Because that was still, like right after launch, where they had some things weren't tuned quite right, and some missions were like straight up bugged. Thing around is just Dubin's decisions. Yeah. Yeah, and it didn't really have anything to do with the gameplay. It was just is more of a political stance kind of thing. Very opinionated about the environment of the gaming industry, how scummy all of it is. How abusive it all is. Nerf something that indirectly nerfs the gun. Actually, it did. Nice. That's something else too with a lot of games like that. Is of course, I mean, sometimes you just gotta nerf shit. I understand, like if it's way too out there, you gotta do something. But a lot of that stuff, instead of nerfing it, make some changes to bring other stuff up to it. But it does, it really depends what it is. Instead of down when it comes. Yeah, exactly. And I think most players would on just like any kind of game. Like let that, as long as it's not like crazy overpowered, obviously. But if it's a little overpowered and fun to use, then just bring some of the other shit up around it to be a little bit more comparable. And then maybe those other things will also be fun. I think we're good here. Some of this extra wetness wiped off. Looks similar to the other arm. This is this one. And this is this one. Oh, can I fix that? I don't know if that's probably been there too long. Actually, that might have blended in a little bit. Let's get a little bit on these hands. All over the hand. Just do it right there on the arm. Because why not? I don't know how well it'll stick to the metal, but that's okay. Or pen guns because they can't pen above light. Maybe the problem is that the medium pen guns are too strong. But it's the fact that no bad guys have light armor anymore. Oh, yeah. Run into a wall at this, yeah. Yeah, the chaos and the um oh, what are the words I'm trying to find? Kind of dystopian future kind of thing. Can't a campy dystopian future, maybe? Satire, yeah. Cool. Just the head. I need to text my daughter back real quick. That was, in fact, real quick. Extremely quick. Painted it red. Try to do a very light pass on the head. I almost wonder if putting the Noosh on super thin almost goes against it because there's not as much of it there. So then it's like, because the whole thing is it retains the moisture some, so it can be pliable and stuff to come back off. And I almost wonder if you put it on super thin, then there's less of it there, so there's less moisture in total. So I wonder if it would set in quicker. Of course, I come in right after it and put water on it, so I guess maybe it doesn't really matter. All right. I dare say that this step is going to be done tonight. I dare say it. Just like Moog on Mighty Car Mods always saying, we're going to start the car this episode. And then it never happens. Or it happens like 3 episodes later. Oh, finally got one of those little wispy hair things on there. I don't even know what that could be. Kind of working under my face cam there. Towards my... Maybe I should move my water over. Because I keep wanting to work towards where my water is. I think that'll work. I like it. At least I think I like it. While it's not together yet. Let's do the shield. And the shield can definitely be more dirty. At least down at the bottom. Where we have all the wear chips. Ooh. We'll do a pretty good rinse up here. We can always do another layer on the bottom too if we need to. Yeah, nice and grunged up. This soaked up here. Oh, they have? I hadn't heard any news about the live action Gundam movie in forever. I heard that it was going to happen. I swear it was like 2 years ago or something. I heard that it was going to happen and then just nothing. Set or filmed in Australia or both? Interesting. Do you know if it's in English or is it a actually like Japanese thing? Or you know it's English? I think it would make more sense to be in English, just because it would, if it's live action anyway. I think it would have a broader appeal to more people. Think that's the lady that got it? I don't have any clue who that is. Have to visit IMDb. It's all soaked up. Too Japanese sounding. Okay. little bit more up there. Deposit it down here. Maybe. Not sure if that's actually how that's working, but let's give that a dry. Handmaid's Tale, Pretty Little Liars. Yeah, I haven't watched any of that stuff either. That would be something you've seen. Okay, kind of dried that off a little bit. I'm going to do some more around the bottom. Kind of really slop this on around here. In there. Really dry off the brush. And I'll try to blend that in some. That might be a little too aggressive. I don't know if I can blend that. Maybe if we wet the brush, clean it, wet the brush, and then go at that top edge, that would probably blend it a little. There, that's maybe. And then drag it down. That kind of did it. Get more of it on here. It's kind of hard to tell because where I've tried to blend it is wet and the other bit's dry. Pull that up just a little bit maybe. See if we can get this top edge to blend in a little. Oh yeah, that's better. Yuki and Deadpool. I don't know who that is. I've seen Deadpool. I don't remember who the hell Yuki is. I bet I would know if I saw it though. If I saw a picture or something. Okay. I think I call that good on the shield. Could assemble him, I suppose. I don't know if if he needs to be a part to do any of my rust and oil streaks. Not exactly sure how it's going to work out. These back in. Oop. I've seen pictures of digital her screenshots. Yeah, actually, I probably will want to pull parts of this apart. Although I could probably get up in there, like if I want to pull some rust and oil down from that. I don't necessarily have to take it apart, I suppose. Well, I think it worked out right. Oh, okay. I don't remember her. It's definitely dark down here, light to there. Some on his legs didn't do the best. There's kind of spots instead of runs, but ooh, I'm seeing a little like blank spot right there. Yeah, I think I'd like the transition to be a little better, like even lighter as it goes up towards the top. But I think it looks all right. Uh, I don't know what to do with the guns. Just do a light pass on the guns and just kind of leave them, probably. Oh, I never did any of the chipping or anything on the guns. Hmm. No, I wasn't going to do any of that. Because I didn't paint them a shiny metal. I painted them like a painted surface. So I wasn't going to do that. It's a tiny little bit on the grip that my panel lining missed as well. This side's perfect. The other side, there's a couple little spots it missed on the very edge. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave the guns for now. Since I haven't done any of the chipping or anything. Instead of instead of chipping, I may do little dots of metallic here and there. Could play with that, I guess. Oh, you bitch. I think that fixed it. It had like a round, like there was a bubble sitting there, round spot. Oh yeah, I also forgot that I never painted at all the flash suppressor. Completely forgot about that. That's okay. It's SMG supremacy. Also didn't scratch up any of these hands. Uh, yes, I did. But I ended up not using that gun at all anyway. Because it's not even over here. I didn't ever even painted it. I don't even think I primed it. All right, let's take this. Should be done with this. Put that over there. Yeah, and it doesn't. There's a specific hand for the sniper rifle too, because of how it's not a pistol grip. It's a you grab through the body of the rifle. Okay, so I was gonna do some burnt sienna for the rust streaks. Let's see if I can mix just a little bit up in one of these pots here. Hey, Abicor, what's going on? It's going all right. I literally just finished. Um, I haven't touched the weapons. I kind of keep forgetting about the weapons. I literally just finished the kind of dirt coat on him and just stuck him back together to see what he's looking like. So it's going pretty good. Oh yeah, it's fully painted. There's like three different. Well, if you count the gun magazines, it's three different kinds of white. Um, painted the behind his mask there, so he's got a nice reflective deal there. 3D emblem in there. Um, all of the it's all gallery. That's like the colors on the parts. I'm trying to think of how to say that. How I sprayed the colors. That's all gallery. But then all the weathering effects, chipping, the dirt coat, all that's Monument Pro Grill stuff. So I really like Monument for hand painting, but I've been really loving gallery paints for the airbrush. And I've been testing out the noosh is how I did the dirt layer. I always wanted to give it a try. So this has been my first kit using it on it, and I'm really liking it so far. Seeing if I can mix up just a little bit for some rust. A lot of this is new to me. I've painted a lot of kits, but I've never really weathered before. So I did all kinds of research on different nat all kinds of research on different ways to do it, and so I had a pretty good idea of what I was doing before I started. But man, that looks like pink. Okay, I think I'm not going to use this. I want to use maybe this. Maybe. Definitely want a smaller one. See how this goes. I probably should pull this apart to do this. Also, I don't know what, with this looking so like pink, who knows how this is going to go. But we're going to try to. Well, it looks pink. Imagine that. May have to figure out something different for rust. Because, yeah, that just looks. Why does that just look pink? I don't like that at all. Let's get that wet and just wash that off. That looks awful. Well, everything was going great till then. I don't even think it's going to dry darker. Why did it change the color of it so much? That's so weird. Maybe if we mix some red brown in with it. I don't know, it's looking like on the model, it looks exactly like this pink here. And even on the, like wiping it off here, like it's basically dried in the paper towel. It's still just pink. That's much better. Maybe do one more drop of sienna. Ooh, there might have been two. I think that was one. Kind of got me by surprise there. That's looking way more better. Way more better. Still a little brown. But actually the dry there and dry there, that matches way better. It is still just a tiny bit brown. Maybe we go one more. Gotta be careful though, there's get way more paint than Noosh in there and it's not gonna wash off as easy. Okay. Now, so, oh yeah, I have a little sip. I'm going to go ahead and take his leg off. Let's try it out of this right here. I'm just going to get a dab. A little dab will do ya. Right there. And then I'm going to just drag that down. I may just not do this. That's looking way too saturated. Oh, that's a little better. I think it's still too pinkish though. I don't know if you're going to be able to really see it. Right there. In the light, you can't really see it very well. It's like it's way too much red. Way too much red. Take that back off. Let's give one more go. And I may just try warm brown on its own. See what this does. Man, I almost still feel like there's more. It's like it makes all the red super stand out. It's weird. I don't quite understand what's happening. Maybe it won't do any rust effects. I feel like if I'm going to get more brown, it's just going to be the same brown that I've already done. Try adding a little bit more paint to it. Darken it up a bit anyway. Still just looks super red. Put a little bit of golden brown in it. Uh, it yellowed it out a little bit. I mean, rust is reddish toned, but I don't know, something about putting this together, once it goes down there, it just looks super red. Oh God, I got a whole bunch on my fingers. Just about mushed it all over the model. Well, that one's kind of on there now. It's not washing back off. I left it a little too long. That's okay. We'll cover it up with this color and see what happens. I think that's better. Some nice rusty water there. It's definitely better now. Just that little bit of yellowish brown went a long way. Probably needs some more noosh now, though. Because I don't think it's going to quite behave how I want it to. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. This streak here. Let me cover up the light. Light's kind of blowing it out a little. It's not bad. It's not quite down with gravity, though, is it? It's a little leaned forward. Now I've pretty much erased it. Right there. That's better. Ooh. Ooh, right there. How that's sitting on there looks perfect. Except it pooled just a little bit. Okay, getting the streaks how I want them. It's definitely a bit finicky. Probably a better way to do this. Yeah, there we go. That actually looks pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Oh, yeah. Is that a little heavy? Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. I see you. Try maybe a couple out of this. Longer one and a shorter one. Just kind of cut into it with the brush until it thins out like that. Oh, oh, I'm very happy with that. Ooh. And that looks good. My first two were a little bit sloppy, but these ones have been way better. I don't want too much of it either. I just want a little bit. Maybe one there. Inside the leg, I don't think I care that much. I wouldn't mind one coming off one of those knee studs. Right on the bottom. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Looks good. Don't touch it. A little bit on the back. I mean, I could do one just here for the hell of it, I guess. I'll follow the edge down. Yeah, that works. Ooh, that looks good. Wish I could redo those, but those are kind of in there now. This one's not too bad, but this one's a little blurry because I did the wrong angle at first. This has been our test leg, though. Every time I first do a new technique, it's always been on this leg. So this is our worst looking part, but it still looks pretty good. Well, let's do the other leg and then call it a night. Yeah, it just happened. I didn't even plan it that way. It happens. I guess I just have a workflow I go through that I don't even realize. Okay, I don't want the same spots rusted. I guess it probably doesn't really matter that much, but I prefer not the same spots rusted. It's going to be coming down. This corner coming down here. That one's not quite doing what I want. It's close though. There it goes. I didn't want to wipe away at first for some reason. I'll just leave it. Maybe do a big one down the middle of this one. Kind of hard to get in there with the other nubs around. Not to make you feel, are you going to talk about me looking over my glasses? Oh, from 10 years ago? Piss off, cat. And that's um, probably like my Star Citizen clip or something. That was before clips could only be a minute. And I actually have a really good one of going on a crazy run on Modern Warfare 4. Or Modern Warfare 1, I should say. Call of Duty 4 is what I meant to say. Then I got them all mushed together. I had a crazy run where I forget what kill streak it was, but I killed a bunch of shit and ran out of ammo, and then still killed like 2 or 3 more people with a pistol before I finally was like completely out of ammo. I think I got maybe it was 2 people with a pistol, but either way, it was pretty crazy. Oh, let's do a little spot from here. And I know I have a few clips of Star Citizen, just some weird, stupid bug shit. There might be some War Thunder clips, maybe. Actually, yeah, there's probably a War Thunder clip of me trying to land on top of Will's airplane. Oh, so it is Call of Duty 4s. There's another Call of Duty 4? Huh. I don't even know what the other Call of Duty 4 one would be. Stars 3. Oh, okay. I kind of curved this streak. It's not really. I mean, that's just how it's going to be, I guess, but So I can come at it from this side a little. I think it's pretty well set now. There's not a whole lot of noosh in this compared to the paint, so it's sets up quicker than doing a whole wash. Oh, I need to do one out of these. Oh, those ports aren't on this side. Well, let's do one here. I feel like that one ends too abruptly. See if I can pull the end of that out a little bit. Not really. Kind of is what it is, I guess. It's not bad though. I'm pretty sure he just did the port on the other side. Yeah, there's this little port thing, but it's not on the outside of the leg. But I do specifically remember seeing the ports and wanting to do one of them. That's what I actually put extra chips on them so I could do it. Chips. There we go. Looks good. Food court. Just offer a bunch of chips? What? Just chips on a food cart? What? Did I do one? I didn't do one there on the other one. So we can do one down off of that. And then I think we'll call it good. Go kind of just straight down from here. I don't know if that one's a little too. I think we'll just let it ride and see what happens. I feel like this one might be a little too thick. Oh, I just kind of ruined it. I didn't ruin how it looks. I ruined the thickness of it. Still looks pretty good. Now that needs to be thin to make it look better. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Looking all right. Did I do... Oh, I didn't do... Okay, and I didn't do the back, so we'll do one out of that. Soak it up out of there. Oh, there we go. Oh, I like that. I like that. You know what? We're doing one more. I'm going to do it out of the edge of this. There. And how? Maybe a little picture like that for a progress pic. Should work all right. All right. I never pushed the button to go to the work table, so that means I didn't record any of this, but that's okay. I think those two on the back are my favorite. I like those. Those look good. The one up on the in the corner there looks good too. Ooh. Can't really see it because the light shines on the edge there. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Oh, now you can see my shirt that I got from the concert. That's gonna be it for me tonight. I should. I don't really know. But I should be back next Wednesday to do more of this. We could finish. We should be able to finish it up. Besides weapons, I don't know what we're doing on weapons for sure yet exactly, but um, we'll do some rust streaks here and there, and we'll do some oil streaks here and there at more like joint locations and stuff, and then that's it. It just need a flat coat. So yeah, I got a whole week to decide. I'm definitely gonna do some chipping with metallics because it's painted as a painted part. So we'll do some chipping with metallic. Um, I don't want to do any rust or anything on the guns. Maybe we could do a. It still needs like a dirt filter or something though, doesn't it? And I gotta kind of remember how I made this rust color. I know it's warm brown plus dark brown, or warm brown plus dark golden brown, but I don't. We'll have to just try to get close to it, I guess. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Could grease up around the action. Gunpowder dust? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a dark, just like black. Which is actually why I had the rail type brown out from mission models. I was going to attempt some of that. But it might be not. It should be dark enough. Well, I don't know if you can. There's a bubble there you can kind of see. But I may want it darker than that. Mix a little black in with it, maybe. All right. Yeah. Peace. See you guys later. I'll be back. Tuesday should be for sure because I'll have a race, and then, but hopefully we'll be back Wednesday for more of this. All right. Bye.